Welcome to the Air It Out Show. With them Air It Out girls. Hey, listen up. Listen up, listen up.
Welcome to the Air It Out Show. We the Air It Out girls. I'm Cotton Candy.
And I'm the Pink Panther, damn it.
What's going on?
We are here with author extraordinaire, first time author extraordinaire,
Yes.
Miss Sha Ames. How you doing, Mama Tita?
Welcome. Oh my goodness, what is this that we have here?
Okay, this is my first novel.
Okay.
It's called Undetected. By Sha Ames, that's me. And I'm really proud of it.
Yes, you should be. Now, what does undetected mean?
Okay, Undetected basically is something that you can't really see. And I'm just going to go through more details. The characters in the novel have all been exposed to HIV. So that's why I called it Undetected.
Oh my God. Okay. And I like the way that you have on the magnifying glass.
Yes.
Which has both the negative and positive symbol.
Right.
It's very important. And it's red.
Yes, and this here is the shape of a condom, and you should be wearing that so that you don't have to worry about being undetected or undetectable, being detectable, or being positive.
About that,
Exactly.
Right.
Or a petri dish. You know, when you get the cold duck lips, this is where they put the okay. Now back to undetected.
Got me thinking something else about the book.
So when did you start writing?
I would say I started last November, not this past November, the previous November, and I stopped. Just kind of lost interest, and then somebody kept saying I thought you was going to write a book, and I said, you know, I was just busy, and then I just picked up on it again in June, and I was finished about November, and so here it is.
Wow, so she started, she stopped. See, she's letting you know.
But this
you
is
can
only
start
a 2-year
something
span. That's
and
fast.
keep on doing it. That's awesome. People are still thinking about their
Now,
book.
how many pages is this?
172.
172. I got a book on the back burner that's about, I don't know, about 200 something pages. You know what I'm saying? It's just still sitting there. So I'm impressed.
Now,
Congratulations.
What made you decide to tackle this subject? Because it's a very, very important subject. But what made you decide to tackle this?
Okay, well, I'm going to start why I decided to write a book.
Okay.
Because I never really thought I would actually be a writer.
Okay.
I had lost my mother and my grandmother, and I wanted to do something in honor of their memory. So I said, well, what can I do to honor their memory? And I just said, well, if I write a book, it will last forever.
Right.
So, and then I said, well, you know, I don't want to write about just anything. It has to be something that can contribute to society.
Right.
So I said, you know what? I see these kids outside every day, you know, and I said, they read these books. They always have a book in their hand. So I said, I'm going to write something, a topic that they'll be interested in, but I'm going to give it to them in, like how they like it, but they're going to learn something at the same time. So that's how the book came up.
Nice.
I like that.
Are you going to stay with this cover?
Yes.
Okay.
Why, you had any suggestions? You don't like this color?
No. I like it.
Oh.
Only thing I was thinking about is when you mentioned the kids. Like, there's a lot of, but this stands out.
It does. That's why I picked orange.
Right.
Because you're
stands
gonna,
out.
the color's just going to draw you. You're gonna be like,
You're like, what is this? What is this?
Like, oh, that's a good shot. I think I know her.
And I stopped a couple of you know, teenagers, whatever, and I asked them. They said, "Oh, that color's hot. You know, it's popping." So they like it because the color just
Right. No, the color is nice.
it draws your attention.
It does.
The only reason why I asked is because, like, a lot of the books that tend to get the book covers, rather, they get the attention of the children or younger people, I should say.
Right. Has people on
pictures.
it, like a couple or something like that.
Something that would kind of like draw your attention. But this is good because anybody can pick it up.
Right.
Exactly.
And I like it. I like the fact that it can go to either genre. It can go in fiction.
Yeah.
And then also like the high society would like to pick that up and get it, and they won't feel, you know, some people feel a little weird carrying a book that has like Jerome and Karen on there looking kind of, you know.
I want it to also look a little mysterious.
Right.
So, you know, and that would kind of make people want to at least pick it up and be like, what's this about? And so when they look at the back, they'll be like, oh, okay, all right.
So now, how did you go about testing the book to see whether or not it works as far as like capturing the attention of the reader and stuff like that?
Well, I had my son who's 25 years old, believe it or not. I let him read
Let's
it.
clap it up for that. Ruthie and Berries ain't got nothing on her.
She drinking that good old Halle Berry?
Yes, all right. Continue.
And he's like my biggest critic. So I said, let me
Let him
test on
check it
him.
out.
And he patted me on my back. He said, Mom, we getting ready to be rich. That's what he said.
Now you see this book, Undetected.
Yes, please.
Undetected.
I like
You need
that.
to get out there and go pick it up. Where can they find the book?
Okay, it should be available on Amazon.com. I wanted to release it on my grandma's birthday, which is March 13th. So it should be available on that day.
That's nice.
Or you can go to my email address and email me if you want me to, like, you know, to order copies and stuff.
Well, what's your email address? Tell the people.
Oh, it's Sha Ames at AOL.com. So you could just, you know, hit me, email me, and I'll respond back, you know, and then we can, like, if you want to just make some orders or whatever, and we can go from there.
Well, tell us more about the book. Like, what exactly is there? Characters? Like, tell us a little bit of the synopsis.
Okay, this is how basically the characters of the youngest character is 12 and the oldest is 62. And the reason why I made the characters, you know, like the ages or like that is because I wanted anyone to pick up the book and be able to actually get something from it. And it's really interesting. That's, I mean, like each character is going through their own scenario of how they would deal with it if they found out that they had HIV or been exposed to HIV. So it's just basically, you know, make you wonder how would you think, if, you know what I'm saying, how would you respond to finding out that you possibly could have been exposed to HIV. So that's basically what it's about.
So do any of the characters come out positive?
I can't tell you how to read the book.
You have to get the girl.
You have to read Undetected. Tell stories.
Since this is a paperback cover, which is great, you can slide that in schools, colleges, and things like that. It's not heavy because you know a lot of people they have the books on. What's the little gadget that you put the books on?
The Nook and the Kindle.
Yeah, the Kindle.
That's
and all
gonna be in the
those.
working. I plan on doing that because that's the new thing now. Everybody wants it on Nook and everything, so that's gonna be in the works. I'm gonna be doing that next.
So what's the price of the book so people can get ready?
I believe it's gonna be $14.99. I figured that was affordable.
It is.
And we was commenting on the size and everything. I chose this size because I wanted something small enough to just like put in your pocket or something,
Right.
nothing bulky,
On the
it's
train.
lightweight. You know, if you're in a
You can fit in
program.
your small purse, ladies and gentlemen. I
Yes.
like that.
I have a small purse.
Get it.
It's
And
small.
let's see.
Yeah, it does.
Little demonstration.
Demonstration of what you do
And a
with your
small
book.
purse.
You see this?
Undetected. Oh, check it out.
That's a
Very
cash and
simple.
carry type of
Just take
bag.
what if you're in a program, you hand it out to your kids in your program.
Yes. I love it. I love it. So if there was anything that you needed to tell an up and coming author, what type of advice would you tell them?
Don't give up. Don't give up because it's going to be a struggle. It's not going to be easy. You're going to get probably frustrated. You know, but take your time. You know, and just let the writing, you know, just come out at your pace. You know, some people take longer to write. You know, so it's really at your own pace. So that's what I would say. Just go for it.
I'm excited.
Me too.
I'm excited too.
I'm excited. So, okay, I know that this can reach anybody. You said from the youngest person in the book is 12, the oldest person is 62. So how are you going to promote it?
Okay, how I began promotion, I had a show, HIV awareness at the Harlem Children's Zone in October, and I invited my friends and guests. And basically, I just kind of wanted them to know what I was going to be doing, my project, my book was going to be coming out. So they've basically been doing the promotion for me.
Good.
Nice.
So I really didn't have to do much promotion because my friends and
Family,
have been promoting for me.
I
So
can't
it's like a word of mouth thing. And I will be at the New York Public Library on 125th Street, the George Bruce, at 518 West 125th Street between Amsterdam, Broadway, in case anybody's interested, March 10th between 1 and 3 to sign some books.
Nice.
All right.
So if you
get to
guys
have
aren't
a
doing
couple.
anything,
Yes.
you need to be there.
March 10th.
Getting your read on Undetected by Miss
Undetected.
Sha Ames.
Just when you thought you knew, you didn't. and you gonna find out. Undetected.
You gonna learn today.
All right.
So, Sha, is there anybody that you want to give a shout out to, or is there anything? Let me see. What do you hope for this book? What's your hope?
Okay, I do want to make a shout out, but I'll do what my hopes are for this book. Okay, what I hope that people get out of this book is, as they journey through reading Undetected, that they kind of get a grasp of what people with HIV have to deal with on an everyday, their everyday life. And you have to be very courageous to actually live with HIV. So I hope that after they read it, that they learn to be more, show some sympathy towards people who have it, and not be so prejudged. Don't judge them.
Other people, right?
Yes. So that's what my hopes are, that people will get a better understanding, and
also to be more responsible.
Exactly, because that's basically what I was trying to promote in the book, is to be responsible. Be careful,
Because
don't see a nice looking young lady, be like, oh man, she's gorgeous, because you can't tell someone has HIV on the outside. Okay, that's something that affects you inside, so you can't tell. So it's better safe than sorry.
Yes, and it's so important. This book right here, Undetected, seems like it's going to be a great read, and what you don't know can't hurt you. So I suggest you do pick it up. Support her. We like to support people who are doing things. We push dreams here on the Air It Out Show.
Yes.
And if you have anything else to say, like if you want to give any love shout out to any family members or anything like that, please let us know.
Okay, I would like to give out a shout out to WPC. It's called Women's Press Collective, and it's all volunteer, non-government funded program, and basically they work with rights so that they help low-income and working class people to organize. So, and they actually helped me with my book, because they have this special program called the Benefit Program. So if you don't have the money to do something, they have people who, like members, that work with you for free, and you can get your project done.
Very nice.
Yeah, and they're located in Brooklyn, so
Brooklyn, stand up.
All the way up,
so
jump
online and just put WPC, you'll get some more information.
Okay. Now, also, did you want to get some new Facebook friends? You might want to make some new friends via Facebook. Do you want to give out your Facebook?
Oh, it's Sha Ames.
Twitter?
It's Sha Ames.
Spell it for the people.
Oh, SHAAMES. Sha Ames. So
Facebook, Twitter, Amazon on the 13th. Undetected. Miss Sha Ames, you have been
Welcome to the Air It Out Show. With them Air It Out girls. Hey, listen up, listen up, listen up.